Welcome, welcome, welcome. High Confessions 369. It's your girl, Celeste T. And today we finna jump into topics. What up, Miso?
How you doing, Celeste T?
I'm doing good. Topic of the day, what you know about it. So, I was just telling everybody we was just to jump into a few topics that I was going to put up on the screen and everything. We're going to go over breakups and makeup, lust to love, elevation, letting go and letting God, heartbreak, and how to move forward on certain topics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. Sound good. Where shall we
Yeah.
start?
Well, honestly, I was going to start with the lust to love. So we're going to dive into that topic. I was trying to see if anybody else was going to join the chat, but we can always dive in.
Okay.
So before we get started, how your day going?
It's going good. I can't complain. How's yours?
It's been a day, but it's getting better by the minute. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, like I said, no complaints, especially with everything going on in the world today. No complaints at all. Trying to give out more love than anything in the world. So, yeah. But sometimes you can be given love and people look at it differently, and it may not come out that way for them. Lust is a big word because I feel like a lot of people are really diving into that and not really experiencing love and what that is and how that feels and what action, people have different meanings for everything. And a lot of people know, they want that old school love, that love they had when their parents was growing up and stuff. Hey, new Nina,
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
Hey,
we're
Nina.
doing good. We just, chatting up about lust to love and stuff like that. Like a little breakdown of everything we're gonna go through today.
Okay, cool.
You know, like not to get too personal, but I have my trials in that department. You know what I'm saying? Like you think it's love, but then at the end of the day, you find out that it was never that. It was like manipulation, some controlling in there. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Even though they have good intentions, it's just the way that they present it or the way they say certain things and have you running for the hills. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah. But I understand that. But let's look at the typical. I seen something that was talking about the timeline for a typical relationship in 2025, and basically it said week one, they meet each other. Day three, he move in.
day
Day
three?
five, day three, he move in. Week three, she pregnant. You know what I mean? It'd be that quick for these people in these relationships. They get in relationships with people before they actually know them. They don't even get to know a person before they move them in their house. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
it's like,
I really feel
what
like you
can they
need to
expect?
know. Yeah, I really feel like you would never really get to know a person. You know what I'm saying? People show you what they want you to see. They can only mask it for so long, true, but it depends on how much you're around that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people I know for years, and I'm just finding out new shit about them that they've been doing for years. And I'm like, ooh, I wish I would have known back then. I would have been fucking with you. You feel me? So,
Nah, but think about it. If you a friend with a person, like it's no sexual relationship, like y'all just friends, what would be the point of you to lie about whatever you're doing? Like, I have a couple of female friends, And I talk to them when I talk to them. I talk to them like they dudes, like you know what I mean. I talk to them as if there's a male friend that I have no interest in, like
Well,
you know
those
what I
are
mean.
females you never had sexual relations with. Most women, I don't want to say most, but I know a few women, like some of their closest homeboys and stuff, they probably did go there sexually with them, or they probably tried it and didn't work and decided to stay friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's weird, but yeah. After you go to that point, I don't think you can ever be friends because you already crossed a line. But it's like all I was saying by saying that was like it's a lust thing, but like I was just saying, like people don't give themselves enough time to get to know a person before they open themselves up, open their home up, and you know it be lust that don't ever make it to love. It be lust that end up in a baby that was unplanned, or you know what I mean. It end up in some things that have repercussions that they're gonna have to deal with, and now you attached to a person that you don't love, but you got to co-parent with. You know, so it's just lust is a terrible thing that people need to be able to control. You
But
can't
Exactly.
lose yourself to lust.
You shouldn't live in lust because actually lust is actually a sin anyway. I mean, so is almost everything, but that's a specified one.
Yeah.
right.
Hmm. And 90% of the time, you lusting when a person lusts, it's after something they can't have. It's like you lusting after somebody wife, somebody girlfriends, somebody that don't want you. Like it's lust, like because it's not fulfilled. It's something that you want to do, but you're not fulfilling. Like so, it's not real.
Before we move forward, what's the word of the day?
Hmm. Reciprocity.
Okay, we can go with reciprocity.
That's a good one.
Hmm. Mm. Equal, a give and take in a good relationship is reciprocity. It's a give and take relationship where you get and you give just as
Yeah.
much as you get.
Basically, you making sure each other is good. You're looking out for each other. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people are like, oh no, you just need to look out for me. You know,
Well,
a
them
lot of
people
people
don't
feel
need to be
like,
with nobody else. Cause
Mm.
if you selfish, be by yourself.
Yeah,
exactly.
like for real. If you really happy and being selfish and be by your motherfucking self and be happy, but motherfuckers
Exactly.
hate they
Why
self.
involve
They can't
me in
even
that?
be by themselves.
But you know, there's those moments where you find a person and they can have like they can check off a lot of boxes. You know what I'm saying? But then certain things, you know, overweigh those boxes that are checked, like emotional intelligence, mental stability, you know, things like that. You know what I'm saying? And people people think they're in love. Then when those things come up, it's like, oh no, it's too much. Maybe I'm not in love. Maybe this is lust. I don't know.
People are scared of people are afraid of commitment, you
Mm,
know, responsibility. You know, they don't want to be responsible for another human being, but they want to, you know, get all of the
The perks
pluses,
of being with
the
one.
perks. Exactly, the perks. They want all of the perks. But that's what lust is. You just lust this person. It's not
yeah,
no real emotional attachment. You don't love this person. It's like, man, I'm
right.
attracted to you physically. You know, that's what lust is.
Man, we gonna move on from this topic. I now burnt myself with my blood, got lost in thought.
Right. Yeah.
I yeah.
Lust and love. Something
I
I
was like,
don't do.
what's that? You know, when you smell something burning, nigga, and you don't know it's burning, like The hell, burning my skin. That's how you know I got a high pain tolerance, and that's not good. I don't like that.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you put something on that shit so you don't leave a scar.
Uh, it's a battle wound.
Right. Yeah. So, what's the next topic in this crazy world we living in?
I don't know what I was going through today, but for some reason, I just feel like I need to just touch on these topics and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Breakups to makeups. Do you feel like once you break up with somebody, you need to go ahead and make up with that person, or should you just leave it where it be after seeing everything that's been going on like Instagram and stuff like that when people hurting each other? You know what I'm saying? Is it even worth to make up with people that you've fallen out with? Should you just cut your losses, let go and let God? Or
Well, it depends on why y'all broke up. And, because obviously, if it's some like abusive, any kind of abuse, then no, you shouldn't. People always say, I need closure, and not, no, your closure was whatever. If it was that big of a disrespect that you had to completely break up with them, then that is your closure. Moving right along. Now, if y'all broke
exactly.
up for some, something that, if you actually love them, you wouldn't have just, called it quits for that reason. Then, it's okay to, be like, oh, well, I'm not going to be, with you like that no more, but I could still, stand to be, cordial with you. We ain't about to be just kicking it or nothing, but I could, still, we could, don't have to like block each other or all of that stuff. I'll still see you, see you when I'm scrolling or something, but that's about it. I ain't about
Right.
to.
For me, um, where I've been at, I can't go back to. It's too many habits. All the women that I've been with, I know they habits, and I have habits, and it's easy to fall into a habit with them. So it's like, in order for me to honor new relationships, I gotta let go of old relationships. I can't truly respect the woman that I'm going to be with if I'm steady holding on to some old baggage. Now, if the baggage is attached to you through kids or something like if you got a kid with somebody and that's like that, that's something different. But if you just a single parent, you not even a single parent, just like a single person without a kid, and you still friends with your ex, you're doing too much. That's a red flag. That's like you can't deal with that person. Why are you dealing with somebody that you couldn't even have a relationship with? You know what
Right.
I
And
mean?
I deal with that all the time because like my exes always seem to pop back up in my life for some reason. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm not good enough to be with, but oh, you want to be cool, you want to be friends, what? You want to just have that open access to like stop what the fuck I got going on, like a cop blocking thing. Like, oh, if I can't have her, no one can. But you was the reason why you ain't got me. You
And that's
feel me?
exactly what it is. So at that point, that's why you need to just walk away and be like, "Oh, you don't get to play with me like that. Only I can allow you to play in my face."
And they don't realize, like, shoot, people, yeah, they
Yeah.
need to appreciate you when they have you. Cause once you gone, like me personally, like, yeah, you can come back, but the feelings will never be the same. You feel me? It would never be the same.
And to be
Yeah.
real, the feelings for them ain't the same. They feel exactly how they was acting when y'all was together. They just going to act good long enough to get back with you if they think that they're going to get that
Right.
opening.
Oh, because it was easier being with her. It was easier. You know what I'm saying? But like, no, it's just like sometimes I just don't like drama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of us like our peace. And I feel like if you're able to come in, like, I had this one thing where a guy was like, oh, you bring me peace. When I'm around you, you my peace. And like I had that said to me several times, you know what I'm saying? But yet they come in and they do everything to disrupt my peace. I can give you peace, but yet you find it amusing to disrupt mine.
So then there's no reciprocity there. So we know that
Exactly.
where there's no reciprocity, there's no respect.
Exactly. You're not giving.
Exactly.
There's no give and take.
Exactly. To the point where I knew everything that was going on with this person or whatever, but this person didn't even know how my day went because they never asked.
Because they didn't care.
They
It's
didn't care.
about
They just
allowing.
wanted me to be there to comfort and soothe them in their day, you know? And I'm done with that.
It's like they say when you train a dog, the first 6 months of their life is important, right? Because that's where certain habits get put in, confidence get put in. So the first few months of a relationship is the same way. Once you get somebody used to you coming a certain way at them and to them, they're gonna treat you like that the whole time.
Exactly. And my
So
grandma
you
used to
know,
always say, however it begins is how it's going to end and how it's going to be throughout.
exactly.
I mean,
That's
there
it.
are exceptions. Like, for instance, if you meet somebody and, they end up in therapy and, really working on themselves and doing, like shadow work and stuff, then they could be, reaching milestones to where they are getting better and working on themselves. And that's cool. But other than that, if it's just, I'm going to change, but they ain't really doing nothing to change, then, you got to go.
Right.
But even when a person come into a relationship and they still got to work on themselves, they shouldn't be trying to get into no relationship. You need to
You're
be
right.
sick
They
Right. But
before you
some
get
shouldn't.
into
people
one.
feel like,
But
oh,
the
you could
the way we live in, nobody really wants to be alone. Even if they should be, nobody wants to be alone, and that's why
Shit, they don't want to be alone. End up with the person that kill them.
exactly.
They went on
exactly, and
one
that's
date,
why I
got killed
choose
by
to be
them.
alone. That's
My
why
thing
I
is
choose
like,
to be alone right now. You feel me? Like,
yeah, I was looking at this video. It's like a popular streamer or something. She in an interracial relationship, and she was basically saying like, "Oh, if he cheat on me, shit, I'm gonna be gone. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take my kids and I'm gonna leave." And then the white dude was like, "Oh, who kids you taking?" And then she was like, "Mine's." And then she said, "What if you cheat on me? What if I cheat on you? What would you do?" And he said, "I'm gonna kill you." Right.
Hmm.
So it's like, and she was looking at him like, "What? Oh, you said that?" It's like, bitch, that nigga meant that shit.
Oh
This
yeah, he did.
that nigga meant that shit. If she ended up dead, we know who did it. Like,
Hmm.
people be getting with people and don't be believing what they say. That ain't a joke. When somebody threaten your
right.
life,
Exactly. We don't even play like that.
Exactly. Even if they say, oh, no, I'm not talking about you, or no, I'm just saying, no, you said it.
Then you said it for so I could hear it for a reason. I don't do
in,
play that. I wasn't
in
talking about
public.
you bull crap because yes, you was.
And
Exactly. And I don't play with things like that. Like when I'm in a relationship, I don't like my guy talking to me about all that gangster, violent stuff. Like, I don't want to hear that stuff. You say that stuff for your boys. You feel me? Like, I don't want to hear that.
yeah, it's like, who you trying to scare?
Exactly, because what they
It's
say,
a
the loudest barking dogs got the least amount of bite.
right.
The people you need to worry
Right.
about is people who wouldn't get caught saying some shit like that because they like want to get away with it if they do end up having to do it.
Right.
Exactly.
The
Like,
people that's about that life, they really not out there talking about it, really, unless they want to talk about it. You
they
feel me?
not
Like,
talking about
nobody really out there talking about that. Like,
it. People not talking about it unless they stupid.
right.
That's how niggas end up in jail. Examples: Young Thug, all them rappers that get caught up for that dumb shit.
Hmm.
But because they gotta have somebody pat them on their back. They need somebody
They
to
got to have
validate them.
somebody stroking their ego until the female be like, I'm not stroking your ego no more. You're not doing anything for me but putting me down. And I'm sitting here on your arm, stroking your ego, making you look better than what you really are as a human being.
But really, that's just another form of manipulation. When they do all that tough talking to the woman and it never happened to the man, like that's a form of manipulation. They're trying to scare them into submission. So
Exactly.
that's all that is. It's
You
a
ain't
threat.
scared of nothing.
It
Right,
should be
and no
like,
one
but a
wants
lot
to
of
be
women be
with
scared.
someone where they have to walk on eggshells. No one wants to
Hmm.
be with someone that don't look out for their well-being. No one wants to be with someone that you can't communicate with on a daily basis. Like,
Yeah. So my thing is this: if you break up with somebody and you don't speak for 2 weeks, you're done. Leave it alone. Like if you speak within a week of it, yeah, you could. You know, you're not really broken up. You in that transitional period. But if it goes longer than a week, 2 weeks talking, you know what I mean? That's done. You can't make up after that.
sometimes you're not even in a relationship. Sometimes you ain't even made it official yet, and you have to cut somebody off because it's getting weird or it's getting it's turning into something you're not want. You don't want.
That's not good for you.
Yeah, it's not good for you. It's like, you're toxic together. You know that is not good for you. You know your energy is being completed when you with this person. You always sleeping. There's no energy being put into you. You know what I mean?
And then it's like at that point, what is we really doing here? Like for you to even, if you know that's the case, just like I know that's the case, then there really shouldn't have to be no big, breakup. It should just be, let's just go our separate ways because why not?
Right,
See, but
right.
a lot of women, they fuck up a good relationship because it's boring. The person going to and from work, they may not be able to take you out every weekend. Oh, I want to go out more. You messing up a good situation just because you want to go out more. That's what
Give
happens in a
me
lot
a
of these
boring
situations.
relationship. I take that all day. I just don't like when you know
Sometimes
it's
people,
using a lot of emotional energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an empath, so I don't need to be with an over emotional man, if that makes sense.
yeah, some people too, like how you said a girl could break up with somebody because they say he's boring or whatever. But um the real reason would be deeper than that. That might be what she say and that's some surface level stuff, but the real reason is because she really don't feel you enough to deal with whatever she claims is the reason she's like
The
fucking with
boredom.
someone.
Yeah.
Because two men can do the same exact thing, and you'll put up with one doing it versus when the other person do it based on whether or not you really
Fuck
is
with them
that
like that.
attracted. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But still, they'll fuck up a good thing for that. Like it was a question that they asked women. They said, "Would you choose your family or your happiness?" And a lot of these women chose their happiness. They said, "Why would I want to live a life if I'm not happy?"
Well, the
But at the
problem
end of
with
the
that,
day, it's a lot of men choosing their family over their happiness. That's just the way that the world is set up.
but not really, because if that's the problem when people say stuff like that, they usually mean like, would you stay? Well, I don't know what they particularly mean, but when I hear that, it's like I would assume that you mean would you stay in a marriage, like for instance, would you stay in a marriage where you're not happy, or would you go be happy? And people could look at that and say, oh, that means you're willing to just walk away from your family or whatever. But at the same time, the thing is with different people, things wear on them differently, you know.
Right. You can't be
So
with some. Yeah.
for somebody it could be something that seems so little and so small, but for them it's detrimental. For them it's like the biggest thing in the world. It's like that's where I draw the line.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
it could be
personally,
women.
if I'm not happy, how am I going to bring happiness into whatever relationship I'm in, whether it's around my family, whether it's around my partner,
And
or
it would
whatever? If
depend
I'm
on why you're
unhappy, how
unhappy.
can I bring happiness to them? So that's why a lot of women are actually choosing their happiness. I'm
Yeah,
a,
that's
I'm
why a
gonna
lot
choose
of
my
women.
happiness. I'm gonna make myself happy, so that way, if
But
anything do goes
understand,
wrong, I can pick myself up. You feel
yeah,
me?
but understand this. This is what women. This is what women don't understand. It's like this. This is the situation I'm depicting, and this is factual. Why a lot of people get divorces, like a lot of women cause a divorce. So it's like they could be married with somebody, and like I was saying, the person could work and could be just taking care of the family, doing his day to day working.
And
They've
still
been
find a
together
way to
for
cheat. Okay.
no, and then the woman get attracted to somebody else, and then she started cheating because he at work all the time. So now she got free time enough to go cheat because he's working all the time. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm talking about. That's what a woman would go and choose their happiness for. That's the choice.
I'm
Oh
trying to
well, I
find
can go be with
that
him
free time.
and
I'm trying to find
I
that free time because if we're talking about in today ages, you know what I'm saying? Both parents are normally working now. You know what I'm saying? It's very rare that you have the stay-at-home wife or the stay-at-home father that have nothing but time on their hand to cheat and to roam. You know what I'm saying? Like nowadays,
that's what you
both
say,
parents
but
are working.
statistically statistically it's proven that that's what's happening, whether it be the woman cheating with a man at work or somebody cheating with somebody at work. It usually is like it's a both of them cheat, either or gonna cheat. But
Right,
the
because
woman
basically they
usually
have the
leave the
opportunity.
marriage. The woman usually leave the marriage
Okay,
after cheating.
but
You
is
know
the
what I mean?
man better because he stayed? If you're cheating, then you already have left this marriage, just not physically, which might be worse, because either if I once I know you know what I'm saying, having an affair, that's worse than you just walking away and leaving me to be with her. Because now you're trying to play in my face, and you know that the only reason I'm allowing you to do it is based on not wanting to walk away from my marriage.
Right.
No, the reason why the man cheat and the reason why when a woman cheat and when a man cheat is two different things. That's one. A man can cheat and it could be no attachment. They could feel nothing emotionally about the woman. It was just something. They may not be getting enough sex at home or attention at home or
And
something like that,
no, then that's the
and vice
same as the
versa.
woman saying that you don't take me on enough dates, so I'm going to cheat. A
I'm
man
working
saying I
all
don't get
day.
enough sex, and that's why I'm going to cheat is the same thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm working. I'm working all the time, and that's
And he
we work
working
all the
with a
time.
female
It don't make no
all
sense
the
that
time.
that would happen. Like, yeah, he could, but the man wouldn't leave the marriage over the woman, and the woman usually leave the marriage over the man. That's just statistics. So
That is
women
not
gonna
possible.
choose the happiness of breaking up their family and being with another man and having the co-parent
So
kids.
basically, women should sacrifice their happiness to stay in a marriage with a man that cheats and doesn't respect them just to keep the family together.
That See, now cheating and don't the man don't cheat and the man is not disrespecting them. The man is at work working and he don't have enough time to take her out all the time. That is nothing to do with that's why I said boring. You know what I mean? It's nothing to do with cheating or him being disrespectful. He's just not there. He's just not he's taking care of everything financially. He's just not
But
the
you know what? In
person that's
most of
typical.
those cases, sometimes the man works so much, the woman can be at home, everything is taken care of when he get there and everything, and they'll be pushing and assuming that that woman is doing something with her extra time, and that woman can be at home just taking care of business. You feel me? Not cheating, not anything. But here come her husband home from an 80-hour shift. Everything is done for him, but yet he want to assume that she's been doing some extra stuff.
I mean, yeah, that could be a case, but I'm just going off of stats, and usually the woman will leave and choose divorce and over anything else. That's just the stats. It's usually the woman that break the
Right.
household up.
When a woman is fed up, they're fed up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's like when you've been with somebody for a decade plus, it's gonna be ups and downs. So it's a reason why you chose to be with that person that long. So it's like, you know what I mean? Obviously the person done you right in your life. So it's like obviously it was good times, but still they choose to leave that, start something
Right.
brand new, and end up unmarried later on because it didn't. turn out to what they thought it was. They leaving the marriage for something that ain't even worth leaving it for half of the time. Like, for instance, let's use the rapper Remy Ma. She was sleeping with a battle rapper, right? She had a husband named Papoose. Papoose caught them, like, cheating. Now she, you know what I mean? She ended up staying with him, ended up breaking up with him. Now Papoose in the whole real relationship with somebody that's a good woman. Like, you know what I mean? So like he actually upgraded out of that. So sometimes stuff do work out for the best. Like when the woman do cheat and do all of that, the person who get cheated on usually find the right person after that though.
Exactly. So that's why I wouldn't want nobody to stay with me just to do it. I'm fine with
Mm-hmm.
if you know your happiness ain't with me, yes, please go be with somebody else so that I can find my person because you ain't it and you know you ain't it. So why play?
Right.
Good part.
I don't want
Yeah.
nobody stuck in a marriage that they don't want to be in just to say that they stayed married.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's people just don't understand what marriage is. To me, it feels like, well, I don't know. If I ever get married
I mean, of
again,
course, you want to fight for your
I
marriage
would
and
try to
stuff
keep it.
like that if it's worth fighting for. But how long you gonna let somebody disrespect you and cheat on you and stuff like that?
But
You know what I'm saying?
sis,
Like
you keep throwing
once you do
disrespecting and cheating
therapy,
in there.
Okay,
once you
because
do
I
couple
get what you're
therapy
saying.
and stuff
I get
like
what you're
that.
saying that you in the case that you're talking about, the man didn't do anything that was warranted for her to decide to not be with him. But at the end of the day, people are allowed to decide who they don't want to be with. Like, even if they don't have a real reason, the reason is because they don't want to no more.
Yeah,
Exactly, and this is my thing. Let's get back to the roots. So the husband wasn't taking her out on dates, right? The husband wasn't taking her out on dates, right? And she brought this to her husband attention, and the husband continued to not take her out on dates. Is she
the
wrong?
husband worked.
Is she?
The
I
husband
understand he worked,
worked.
but shit, he got to have an off day.
When
It
he
can be
off,
a
he's
little date
tired.
at home with a little romantic dinner.
Like, man, people
You
can't
know what
sleep.
I'm saying? Like it's not. I mean, he gonna make time to hang out with his boys, right? He gonna
I
make
don't know.
time to watch football if he have football, right?
I mean,
Like
I
I'm
don't know.
saying, people make time for what they want to make time for. If your wife comes to you and asks for a date, make time for it. It can save your marriage.
Yeah, but she got to understand that this man is working 80 plus hours a week, every 2 weeks. So it's like, she got to be understanding of what he actually doing to take care of the household.
Then at some
People
point
just
you
don't
just gotta
understand. You
realize
got to.
that you married the wrong girl. Then you married a girl who chooses to be not that's not important to her.
Yo, a man
Yeah,
that's
I'm just
making
saying.
a man that's
I know,
working that
I'm just
many
saying,
hours a
whoever's in
week,
that
I'm
he
talking
needs to
about
be
situation,
having
statistics.
some off
they
days.
whoever's in that situation, they marry somebody who working 80 hours a week is important to them, is doing the other stuff that they said they wanted you to do.
Yeah, I heard a song and it said, would you rather cry in a Benz or cry in that bucket? He said, would you rather cry in the Benz or
I
cry in
mean,
that
does it
bucket?
matter where you crying? What's the point? You're crying. It
Yeah, you
doesn't matter
crying
where
broke.
you're crying. The
You could
point
be
is
crying
you're
broke or rich.
crying.
You could be crying broke or you could be crying rich. You could be crying with no bills paid or you could be crying with bills paid. Like, which I'd rather cry with my bills paid. Shit. Like, I ain't gonna even lie. Like, hey, I'm working all these hours. Shit, I'm paying my bills. You gonna leave? Go ahead, get on. You don't understand that I work to live? Like, okay, I get it.
Exactly. So she needs to get on. Ain't no point in trying to, why she want to
I get
leave
it.
and why did she leave? Because she wanted to. Okay. No,
Right,
another one bites the dust.
right.
Yeah,
She ain't right for you.
yeah. She ain't right for that. But that's just the typical statistic of women nowadays.
Okay,
So that's just what's
what
going
if
on.
you work 80 hours a day? I mean 80 hours a week or whatnot, and then your girl come to you and say she want a date and she give you money for your work day. This is you make $200
That's
a day.
different. That's different. That's
You
totally
make
different.
$200 a day. She give you $200.
Yeah, I'm work.
Then what?
I'm off. I'm off. My day off. Looking at, you know what I mean? The bills paid. That shit good. It should be like that. The woman should want to go 50-50 and help a man take care of the house so they can do things together more often.
Look,
That
people
would be the better situation.
honestly,
That
all
50-50
circumstances
split.
ain't the same. All circumstances ain't the same. And just to say that flat out, and put your trust in some shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, statistics is just that's what statistics say.
What
That's
statistic?
a high
What
percentage.
statistic? What
Hmm?
statistic? What? So what statistic for what?
The statistics for divorce and who chooses to file it and go throughout the divorce. Who usually file divorce is the woman, and who usually choose to do all of that usually is the woman. The man don't do that as often. So that's just stats. And when it comes to choosing happiness over
What is that stat?
sacrifice,
What is that stat saying now?
it's saying women choose divorce over staying married more often than men.
Some motherfuckers need to be divorced. Everything don't need to be, you know what I mean? Don't need to stay.
Yeah, but the specific stat that I was talking about is when the woman leave the husband for another man. That was the stat that I was talking about. So when women cheat on the husband and leave the marriage, they do that more often than men.
What's the statistic then? What's the number?
They do that like 20% higher than men. Yeah, so that's that
And you
stat.
know
And
what? It's probably men doing these statistics. It's
I'm
probably
gonna put
men doing these
the place where I
statistics.
got this statistic. I'm gonna put the statistic place in the chat later so y'all can find it. So y'all can see where I'm getting this information from. So y'all know I ain't talking on my ass.
But yeah, sometimes people be focusing too much on statistics and not basing shit off of they hand on hand situation. Because some statistics differ. Like that does mean some shit is hit and some shit is missing. You know what I mean?
Are y'all willing to make certain sacrifices for your relationship?
Yeah,
Of course,
of
you
course
have
you got
to.
to. Yeah,
That's part of that give and take we was talking about earlier.
yeah.
Right.
But more often, women are not willing to
I just
sacrifice as
feel
much
like
as a man.
we're generalizing too much.
we be
Bruh, we
sacrificing
not.
our mental
It's
stability
real.
dealing with some of y'all men.
What do women want? They want a man that makes money, take care of them, willing to do willing to take a bullet for them. If you ain't willing to protect your woman, what the hell are you doing? It's certain things that you got to do to be a man. That's expected, and it's things that women ain't got to do. You know what I mean? Especially in this day and age, men are still expected to protect women in this day and age, but women are not expected to be a housewife. Women ain't got to do that no more, but a man still got to protect. A man still got to do what a man still got to do, and that's never going to change. Now,
Well,
what
you
women
see,
doing,
off
that's up
of
to
the
them.
first one, he said 70% of divorces are filed by women. So that backs up what you was saying, me. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
why are we filing all the damn divorces, but we're the ones on here complaining about we want love? We want to be married and shit. Like, what's going on?
That's because
Women cheat more than men.
I'm about to leave this motherfucker if I keep on getting what they call it.
Women cheat more than men. That's why. That's why women file divorces more. They cheat more, and they unsatisfied more in relationships. So they more emotional. So they're gonna be sitting there thinking about all this emotional stuff. Well, it ain't gotta be like that.
Wow, so that makes sense. So
Men are logical.
lesbians have a higher divorce than any other couple. Well, yeah, I believe that because they probably be beating each other up and shit. No holds bar. A whole bunch of domestic violent cases probably too, huh?
Yeah, because they on the equal playing field. So shoot, they might, yeah. But women did a lot of women attack men. It's just not reported as much. You know, it's a lot of abusive women out there.
Says not the men. Okay, it's not all of y'all. It's some of y'all. I like that though. I fucks with that statement though because you know what? Sometimes it's not the men. Women, we be going through a lot of shit too. Like me personally, I know I'm one of those ones. I'd be like, my mind be going so fast. I'm an overthinker. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I be too many steps ahead. You know, that's wild. That bring me back to the statement where they say like men raise kids better than women, and it's crazy because I agree with it because you know like when my son went to go stay with his father, he came back so disciplined. He came back in shape. I was like, you don't even look like a little boy no more. Like you look like a man right now. You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
You could listen to some numbers. You could let some numbers and some motherfuckers who have no connection to you or your relationship generalize you, and you could take all that shit to heart, and you could let that shit fuck up your whole shit. Every relationship is not the same. You know what I mean? And it just feeds that they saying every man is the same and every woman is the same, and that's not the case.
That's not what those stats are saying, but I can see where you're coming from because every situation is its own situation.
This is the generalized statement. It's just generalizing the shit about this and that. People need to make the individual decisions and stop generalizing it.
Now, what it's doing is taking stats from actual databases that show divorce cases.
It's taking responsibility away from people and their individual. Everybody's relationship is fucking different. You know what
of course,
I mean?
Everybody's relationship is going to end for their own reason.
The issue is everybody viewing it out of the same fucking lens. You know what I mean? Like everything is going to work the same for everybody. You know what I mean? It's not.
Yeah, but that's not what I was saying by putting
so this is my thing. Okay, so if you meet a female or a woman, let me use the word woman. If you meet a woman in the entertaining industry, right? Then y'all become an item, and then all of a sudden you want her to stop dancing and stuff like that because of why. So why do men get in relationship with women then want them to change their career when that's how they met them? You know what I'm saying? If it's going to be a problem later being with a woman like that.
I don't know. Sometimes it's insecurity. You know, it depends on what the shit is too. But if you doing certain fields, you wouldn't be generally thinking about getting into relationships with people who's doing certain things because it ain't.
But it happens.
Prompted, yeah. But if that's the case, then you should expect what the fuck you expect.
Right.
Yeah. There is
it's like if this,
you don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's like if this person making $70,000 a year dancing, you think she gonna stop because you said so? That's her whole livelihood. She got a career doing that. That's a lot of money. You know. But I can understand a man who make more money and who's willing to take care of her, telling her, hey, look, in order to represent me, I want to be with you. I really want to be with you. But in order to represent me in the proper light, I can't have you be a stripper. Like I can't have you do that. You know, I can't have you dressed this way just to represent me.
Jasmine and Alpha, the first one says insecure men, period.
No, it's a representation because you represent your partner when you out there. Now, if you out there all loose bootied and shit like that, what they gonna think about your nigga?
You gotta represent yourself too. You can't represent this motherfucker so much that you don't got no identity.
Yeah, but do you gotta represent it with your booty cheeks hanging out?
It comes to the point if this motherfucker taking away your shine, and it don't just because it's the entertainment industry don't mean it's got to be something that's like fucking tripping, like
yeah, it don't have to be necessarily stripping or
it could be something.
It's the entertainment industry.
We keep
Jasmine said it could be.
We keep going through the same shit, like we expecting the same. Niggas be getting the shit that they expect from certain women that they go for. You know, you gonna expect what you expect. Niggas they should go for different motherfuckers then. Like, to keep it real, I think a lot of motherfucking women and a lot of men should go for different people, but they don't. They go for the motherfuckers that they complain about.
Yeah, it's like,
So
yeah,
that's
I
what
understand.
Jasmine said, that if he got the secure job, to have her leave her job and shit and let her just sit pretty, then let her sit pretty if he's gonna take care of her financially. But most men out here want 50-50, like Miso said. Miso said most people nowadays want 50-50, so she has to work, right?
They gotta intel what 50-50 is, because if you want a motherfucker to work, if a motherfucker working just like you can't be expecting them to be cooking and cleaning and tending to your every fucking need. Like,
That's not,
niggas want to
but
be
look,
treated like fucking kings and don't deserve it.
but
Like,
look, bro, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying earlier.
Like, be
That's what
something
I was.
like
Hey,
shit.
look, that's what I was saying earlier. I was saying that nowadays it's not expected of a woman to be at home cooking and cleaning. That's not an expectation, but it's still an expectation for a man to protect his woman. That's still an expectation. A man always gonna have to be a man. A man
But do
responsibilities
they?
never change.
Okay, so
Do they protect their
complaining
women? Because
about.
lately I've been seeing a lot of men on the lie they girls and just saying, like, I'm just gonna get, wash my hands of it type shit. Like,
Man, we can't talk about the how many percentage of that? That's the 0.0%.
Well, you talking about the same percent. You making it seem like all women is gonna be hoes and cheat on niggas. Like,
yeah,
Yeah,
I
but I'm gonna
agree
be
with
honest.
Alpha on this one.
I agree with what Derek said. If I'm doing what I'm
If
supposed to
you
do,
knew
I'm
she
not gonna
was
be with a woman
doing,
that's tripping.
if you knew she was doing this from the jump, you have to accept that up front. Why change her if that's what you like? You like the person. Why change her? Why make her change?
Because maybe when you started with her, you didn't think that you would actually like her in that way, and
but
it
look,
grew into
but
something
look,
more.
women don't get that excuse when they be dealing with dirty motherfucking niggas. They get made stupid. You dumb from dealing with that motherfucker.
Right? You was fucking with the nigga. You figure out he ain't
Yeah.
never had a job,
And you kept
and
fucking with
now
him.
he fucking with you.
You know, and so if women got to deal with the backlash of that, niggas got to deal with the backlash of the motherfuckers that they fucking with that they should not fuck with or stop fucking with. You feel me?
Yeah, I think you're
It
right
got to
about
be
that.
both ways. We so quick to fucking say what the other motherfucking side did instead of looking on what we doing and seeing, like, you know what I mean? We trying to
But
fucking
I'm gonna be
improve
honest.
shit, not a
Hey,
fucking
bro.
some shit.
Hey, bro. Look, I'm gonna be honest. Women, they put up with a whole lot more than what men put up. Like, women, they'll deal with a nigga that ain't got a job, that's gang banging, that ain't got no type of hope of doing nothing else in his future. But a nigga ain't gonna deal with a woman that's like that.
I mean, but look, there is some. That's why there's a bunch of disgruntled niggas out there that feel bad because they got hurt. You know what I mean? And they taking it out on a bunch of other women that got nothing to do with their situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
like, damn,
Jasmine
that
said,
bitch
why
gotta go
mess
to
with
jail.
someone for a long time if you don't see her? That way, why wait for that to grow to where now you got a problem with her job?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what that is.
That
Yeah,
reminds
if
me of
you
that shit off of Paris Club. Nigga, you met her at the strip club. Now you mad?
Yeah, it's like, I don't want my girl. If I met the girl at the strip club, yeah, okay, oh, cool, okay, I started liking her, blah blah blah. But it's like I can't imagine having a woman go to work and her job is to give other men lap dances.
But but look, in that particular case, she was doing that. It was a means to an end. You know what I mean? And either you could stick with her, right? If they, you know what I
Hey,
mean,
look,
help
bro.
her get through the shit, or just judge her for the shit.
Now
Chris
look to
Brooks
me.
says, personally, I think that if two people really love each other, they shouldn't be a conversation about what we gonna do. Just be each other's crutches.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
look, hey, bro,
Yeah,
look. You said
stick
it's a
by
means
each
to an
other.
end. Hey, bro, you said it's a means to an end. Yeah, the end is you finding a nigga like me to like you and be with you. Now you don't have to
look,
go to the strip club and dance for these dirty niggas and shake your ass for these ugly, musty men. You know what I mean? Now that's mine. I don't want my shit getting shake for these other niggas. You know what I mean?
So
Now you're
it was
claimed.
okay for you to see it and invest in it and acquired it, but now that she's still doing it and stuff, you don't want no one else to see your cookie, basically. You
Nope,
know?
just like I pursued her and I seen her and I seen she was a diamond that I wanted to shine up, it's gonna be another nigga that see her. If I let her stay in
Oh,
the
okay.
dirt,
So you said shine up. So you gonna take her from, like, if she's dancing at the strip club, you got something else bigger and better for her to do. Like, you gonna get her own business. You gonna put her in like some modeling or something like that. Like, you gonna
if she
support
fucking
her
with
other
me,
dreams.
if she fucking with a nigga like me, then it's a
look,
lot more things than she can do than a strip club.
but look, if she don't abide by whatever that shit is, fuck it then. She did what she did, and she ain't do like she ain't make the cut. Like, so fuck it. Why she ain't make the cut? She ain't make the cut.
Yeah, if she can't stop, if she don't want to be in a real relationship,
Nobody said the process ain't hard, nigga. Like,
yeah, it's like, hey, look, you ain't got to do that. You in school? Okay, let's use the typical stripper stereotype. She's stripping to get through school. All right, hey, you stripping to get through school? Okay, I'm gonna help you get through school. So stop stripping. You don't need that no more. Like, you know what I mean? Certain shit you don't need no more.
Okay, yeah, that's
And you're not gonna
cool.
be the type of man to throw it up in her face. Oh, I got you out the strip club and got you through
Yeah,
school. You owe
Oh
me
exactly.
hell
this and
no.
that.
So
We're not
that's
doing
why,
that.
That's not a
but
man.
this
That's
is
not
the
a man to
thing.
do that.
Let's be honest. She don't know if you're actually the man, the type of man to do that or not until the shit come up. So she's scared to leave all that she know that she already have in hand, knowing that this is my bird and my, bread and butter, to be with a man who might do everything for her, and then soon as he least expected, throw the shit in her face.
All right,
yeah,
okay, so let me ask you this. Let me ask y'all this, because y'all women. You got a man that you start dating and shit, and you figure out that he's a stripper, right? You go and watch him dance one day, and it's women pulling his drawers down, kissing on his, thing and sucking on his thing while he on stage, and he not taking it out of their hands and shit like that. And then he go home to you after that night. Are you gonna still stay with that man? Like, if
Me
that's a part of
personally,
his
I'm not
job,
dating no stripper. That's just not the type of person I want to be with. You know, I'm not dating
yeah.
a stripper.
But say you see him and you like him and you see that he got more potential than just being a stripper and you want to be with him. And you be like, and you tell him like, hey man, I want to help you get out of this so you can really do what you need to do. And he say, nah, I'm gonna stay stripping. Nah, people be making that choice all the time because it's good money when they do that.
people will lie to you and say that I'm fucking with your plan, and then they'll still do the same shit. So like
It's
you can't
quick, it's easy.
can't listen to everybody. Everybody just ain't gonna listen to the motherfucker. Motherfuckers gonna be listening to their mama. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna listen to some random motherfucker off the street just because.
Yeah, hey man, strip. You go to Palominos, they got a whole area where man is stripping.
I don't give a fuck.
Even the,
I
the
know
down
some male
under.
exotic dancers, and man, they be showing down, boy. I'm telling you, they be putting it in. But their dancing is like they're actually dancing. They got routines and stuff. The ones I've seen, it's not all like dick
Nigga,
slaying.
what the
Well, they
fuck?
slaying D, but it's like
Nigga, all the niggas do in
it's
the strip club is
choreographed.
toss
To
dick
me, I look
around.
at it like choreographed. To me, I look at exotic dancing and stuff like that like an art.
This
Yeah,
motherfucker
with
said
women is definitely right there. The art of tossing dick
all
around, I guess, nigga. That's what male strippers do.
Yeah, I just, at the end of the day, if it ain't for you, it ain't for you. I feel like if you don't want somebody who's stripped, then don't be with a stripper. End the discussion. And don't now if you get with now if you do end up liking a stripper, and once you ask her, him or her, can you be done with this? If they're willing to go with it, great. If not, then I mean, like he said, they just didn't make the cut. Oh well, let me find somebody else.
Now, let me ask you this. Would you have a problem being with a doctor that's a gynecologist?
No, because that's completely different. That's
Right.
that's a professional setting, because that's like you breaking up with somebody because they deliver babies.
Is there any job that a man can do that a woman wouldn't want that?
A stripper.
A porn star.
We on the same page with that. Nobody just want a stripper. Somebody who's going to continue to strip after you start fucking with them. I
Like,
think we
hey,
can all
bro.
agree on that.
Hey, what if y'all find out that your significant other is doing OnlyFans?
The motherfucker
What you
ain't
mean
doing
if you
shit.
find
Making money,
out?
waste of time. You ain't making money off of them motherfuckers.
What do
On
you mean if you
OnlyFans, they
find
making
out?
some
Like,
money.
Doing it
if
for free,
someone
man.
told you, someone showed you a clip, did you see the video of her actually doing it, or did she actually come out and admit to you that she was doing OnlyFans on the sides to make the extra money?
Yeah, like, okay, she was lying to you. She was making a lot of money off of it, and she was lying to you. You know what I mean? She was lying to you, saying like, "Oh yeah, I'm just on Twitch. I'm just gaming. I'm just
You
streaming,"
already know the
and she
answer to
actually
that.
doing.
Obviously, you're going to get left because you lied. Even if I
But what if
didn't
she
hear,
making? What if you making hundreds of thousands off of the shit?
you didn't have to lie about it then. If I'm willing to stay with you because because you made enough, then I mean you didn't have to lie about the shit in the first place.
Yeah, and then
That part.
it's
You should have
also
told
the
me up
type of
front.
content you're making too. This is the type of content you making. Like,
Yeah, hey, if she just making feet content, go ahead, do your thing, baby. Just throw them toes. You know, if it's just single, like, just feet, just go ahead, do them feet things.
I thought you wouldn't want nobody to see them toes though.
Yeah, them is my toes, but it ain't like I'm sucking them toes. She can find somebody to suck them toes. I ain't gonna suck no toes. That shit is some broke shit.
Wow. Are you hearing yourself right now?
This nigga
Nigga, I
fucking
ain't sucking no toes. She better keep them in her shoes.
So we know that money can change how you're looking at her doing OnlyFans, right? So what if she was making less than 25,000 on OnlyFans showing her toes? Would you
Shit,
want
that's
her to
still good
stop?
money. Hell no, that's still some good money. 25,000? That ain't chump change. That's deep.
nigga, wow.
So what if the stripper is making us even twice as much as that?
See, the
What
only
if she
difference
bring
about
in
strippers,
like
the only
close
difference,
to how much do strippers bring in, sis? I
they
think
get money.
a good one will bring in close to like, because they do like parties and stuff. Sometimes these dudes drop like 30 bands, 50
I'm
bands on them. You
I'm
feel
not fucking
me?
with a stripper that do parties at all.
What you mean?
A stripper that get that party money, she go ahead, keep that party money, nigga. I'm good. Go ahead, baby. Keep making that. I don't need that party money. I don't need that party body. Don't bring that body to me after it's been at the party. You know what I mean? But the money is definitely the determining factor.
You said it's the determining factor. Wow.
Shit, if I
Right.
don't have to work, then that's a benefit. That's a perk.
Okay, so are those sacrifices? Okay, so are you willing to sacrifice dating a stripper if you ain't got to work? So
No,
if she
I'm
making
not.
enough money, you would sacrifice dating. You know what I'm saying? You would just get rid of that thing about not dating a stripper and date her.
Yeah, it gotta be like, okay, for it gotta be somebody like Jocelyn Hernandez, like that type of ex stripper, like her. Like, you know what I mean? It gotta be somebody like that. Like, yeah, I'll date her. You know what I mean? She shake a little bit, but I don't see her doing too much. You know what I mean?
But she used to be a
She.
full blown stripper, just like Cardi B.
Cardi B, I'll date Cardi B too. These are ex strippers that just blew up from what they was doing. They made money off of it and got
Exactly.
out.
So who's to say that the girl that you like that happened to be a stripper ain't going to have something up her sleeve too to blow up just like they did? They did some regular ass shit. They
Yeah.
found a nigga who helped them,
Shit.
figure out
10
navigate.
steps a night. 10 steps
So
a night.
So
And
you saying she make money, you
Cardi and
wouldn't care about
sexy.
her cheating or nothing.
see,
She,
she ain't gonna be cheating.
you,
That's the thing. She ain't gonna be cheating. She can probably see. I just, it's just she gonna be doing lap dances and shit like that.
you just
But
want your
like,
what
cake and
about
you want to
Sexy
eat it too.
Red?
I
That's
can't
what
do
it
it. Like,
is.
it's too much of my
What
shit
about
getting
Sexy
used.
Red?
Hey, look, you making
I
up an
can't fuck with her. She cute though.
you making up a list.
What?
Hey bro, Sexy Red cute
building
though.
up a list. You making a list of a virtual and impossible person.
Like what? Like what you mean, bro?
A nun cheating, vixen who's into all that shit that all them baddies or whatever the fuck it's into. Yeah, you want
Hey bro, like let's cut the myth. Bro, we gotta cut the myth. You lucky. But most women cheat. Most women cheat. I'm gonna say most women cheat.
I'm gonna
Most
say
marry,
most
all
women
of them.
don't. I'm gonna say most women don't.
If that's the case, then most men cheat too.
Okay, my thing is, why do DNA facilities profit every year?
I'm not saying that women don't cheat, but I'm
return
not
a crime,
at a
nigga.
higher rate than men, just the same as men.
Hey,
The
And they
difference is
Let's
continue
just say everyone
men
cheat.
can't get pregnant.
you
That's the
say
only thing. So niggas could do it all their life and never get caught. A woman fuck around, slip up, and be pregnant. Oh, now I gotta admit I slept with another nigga, or put this baby on you.
yeah.
they get caught
Right.
up like that. You right though. You
They
right.
throw all that shit out. I done put this motherfucker on here for 18 years.
Hey, before DNA, you know how many people was raising kids that wasn't theirs, like and
Yeah,
thinking
it's
that it was
messed up.
theirs.
It's terrible.
Hey, it's funny because they had to
Oh,
figure
because
out
Papa
when they
was
was
a
getting a
Rolling
living.
Stone. Because Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Shit, you go up there for that blood transfusion, the doctor tell you, shit, this shit ain't no match, nigga. What the fuck? That ain't my son.
It
The
could
woman
have
chooses
been.
Nigga, that ain't your
We
kid.
married
I'm finna
now.
die. Shit, I'm finna die in this motherfucker. I can't even get blood from the nigga.
That's messed up. But there's a lot of good men that stepped up to the plate and took care of other men, kids. And you know what? I commend them for doing that. You feel me?
Definitely, as long as you're not doing
When
it
they
under false
know.
pretenses, because that's when it's messed up.
Exactly. When they know. Like when they know it's a perfect thing. But when they don't know, that's another thing. Like I seen a video, it was a man, I guess his kid was like 12 years old, and he just went behind his wife's back and got him DNA tested. And then he came at her with the letter. He was like, read it. And then she said, what the fuck is this? Oh, wow. Why did you get my kid tested? And then he said, get the fuck out of my house. She said, oh, so you just gonna put us out like that? You ain't my fucking kid. That ain't my kid. Get out. Like, it's like, damn. Like, but he was hurt. He did that out of pain.
Then half of this, what I'm saying, for you to even feel like you have to do that, then obviously you know you're with somebody who's doing that. You know who's doing something for you to be skeptical about. Other than that, it wouldn't have never even arose unless, like you said, it was some shit where we happened to be at the doctor and that's how the test
Yeah.
came about or something. But other than
Mhm.
that, if you feel like you need to, find out, then it's most likely because you're dealing with that kind of person.
Yeah. You know in your head, like, but sometimes you know what they say. They say people get that feeling. People get that gut feeling.
people
Like,
people romanticize people and they try to make them what they want them to be in their head. You know what I mean? Instead of actualize them for what they really are.
But
You
here
know?
we go again. That brings me to what I always say. I feel like that's why I feel like if you claim you know who your baby's dad is, I feel like just like you can't leave the hospital without a car seat, there's no reason for you to leave the hospital without a DNA test. That way we nip this shit in the bud. Then there's
yeah.
no bullshit.
And if she get mad, you know she been fucking around. If she's like, okay, babe, yeah, you pregnant? Okay, let's get that pregnancy test. I mean, yeah, let's get that DNA test as soon as the baby get out, like just for both of us. If she
Yeah,
get mad,
exactly.
nigga, you know she
They
cheated.
be trying to trap them good ones. They be trying to trap them good men.
That's
The
why
ones they know that
if that become the case, there won't be no trapping going on
Look,
either side.
look,
It is what it
exactly.
is.
they be hiding their sins in children. You know what I mean? That's what they do.
Wow.
They kid look like they dad best friend. It's like, damn, why you look like Larry? You don't look like
Oh,
this
they
nigga
just
growing up to
close.
look
You know
more and
what
more like Larry.
I mean?
Yeah, damn. Like back in the day before DNA, people had it hard. People was getting locked up and shit that 18 years wasn't even theirs. Whew, that's tiring. I'm tired from even thinking about that. Whew.
I mean, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish, wish it would have been a better way, but we know that system is deeper than just what we're talking about on the surface. You feel
But we
me?
gotta be honest. We gotta be honest. When that happened and the
And
man
people
figured
are
out that
still
late,
blaming women for it. So women, we take accountability for every damn thing, it seems like.
no, I'm saying like when that happens and it's 18 years later, the woman won because now the man that invested 18 years, raised them, loved them, that's him. You know what I mean? Now. So it's like, it
Everybody
ain't like it's
different
gonna
though.
lose a father figuring that out.
Some people would, you know what I mean? Some people ain't like that. You know what I
You
mean?
right.
Even some of them people who claim that they will, like, because they be on national TV. Of course, I'm not just going to admit that I'm about to walk out this motherfucker's life, but half the time they be like, "Oh, I'm still going to love him. I'm still going to act like it. I don't even know about this." And then 2 days later, they walk away.
Mm. Oh yeah, that Tyler Perry movie was crazy.
What's that?
For better or worse, the character was paying $5K for child support for 15 years, and found out the kids wasn't his in the movie. Whew. Yeah, that's a terrible investment.
Wow,
You know
that's
what
a
I
lot
mean?
of money.
Yeah, man, it's terrible. But on like one of these judge shows, it was a white dude. He actually went to jail for child support and got out of jail to figure out that the kid wasn't his.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
He had a black man's life.
That's fucked up.
That system did him like he was a black man. That's fucked up. That's what's fair.
Y'all think that one thing that happened on, not to get off topic either, y'all think that one thing that happened on the subway was real or was it actors?
What subway?
The subway, I think it was
It's
what in Charlotte
There was a white woman who got stabbed on a subway.
in the neck, you know. It was
by a
like
black man with locks.
Oh yeah, it looked it pretty real.
They said it was actors though, but I'm not sure.
Some people
You-
say it was an actor. Some people think it was real.
Was it? Do they got like a? Did they ever talk about the victim? Was she a real? Did she have a background?
she's from Ukraine. It's in, I don't know too much after that. She was a model or something.
Oh well, if she had a public life before all of this happened, then it's possible that she was real.
I don't
So
know.
you know what I
Or
mean.
she
So it's possibly
wasn't
that really
a
happened.
public
People,
figure because she's an actress.
yeah,
Right.
Mhm.
the video showed no blood on it, like when it happened or whatnot. But
Yeah, y'all remember back in the day when they used to do those like flashbangs and stuff?
yeah,
Yeah, I feel like it was real, and I feel like he was a crazy, deranged lunatic. If it was something, it wasn't like he was just a black dude killing a white woman because she was white. Like
it
you
was
know what I
just
mean?
random stuff. But if it is fake, it could be something that's painting a picture of hostile black males. You know what I mean? 'Cause that is
Right.
something that's getting pushed. That niggas is just violent and do a bunch of cruel things randomly. That's
Yeah.
what
You don't want to trigger anybody if it was real or anything like that. Yeah, she was from the UK. It happened. But like most people are like saying they trying to like trigger that race war and stuff like that. So yeah.
I just don't trust a
What's
lot of
this
stuff
one? We
that
got a
hit main
question.
news.
How you feel about men that sleep with the kids of the women they sleeping with? How do y'all feel about the mothers that don't believe? Oh wow, I believe my kids. If my daughter come and tell me somebody I'm messing with is touching on her, or sleeping with her, guess what? He better pray he make it. He
Yeah,
better pray he make it.
but why be mad at
To,
him?
he better pray he make it to 911 get called.
All right, but this is my thing. Depending on the age of the kid, if the kid is over 21 years of age, it ain't nothing you can do but kick the man out. It's like, you know what I mean? They both consenting adults. Now, if they wasn't adults, that's disgusting, and I'll beat the brakes off of them. That's nasty.
But why would you want to mess with the if you're with this guy, why would he want to mess with your daughter? That's disgusting. Like, why would you even think like, huh?
Yeah, you shouldn't think like that. You should think of her daughter like your daughter in that
Exactly. Like,
situation. Yeah, if under 21, it's disgusting, and that's weird. And if you should be a father figure, you should act like a father figure.
You know, everybody that's brought into the mama's household ain't a father figure. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Even if they, you know, put into the lover role of the mother, you know what I mean? They ain't no everybody ain't no fucking father figure. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Some people are just figures.
yeah. If you gonna be
yeah.
just a figure, please lead a child untraumatized. If you're
Exactly.
gonna be a figure,
But
just
then
a
that comes
figure.
down to what we talked about, depending on how quick it was when you let him around your kids anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, you got to make better decisions than that.
Yeah,
Right.
people move too quick in these relationships.
That's true. We do.
You know, in this new age world we in, people want everything instantaneously. They want it right now. They
Hmm.
see somebody, they want that right now.
You know,
Well,
that's
But the whole thing about that race war, I feel like people well, I'm just speaking for myself as a black man. I feel like if anybody come at me off of some racial shit, they would be surprised how I respond. My response would be surprising and overwhelming.
what if it was the other way around? Jasmine says, "How do you feel about if it was a woman touching the man? If it was swapped, you know, if it was the woman doing the touching of a young boy or of a young man
It's
or
the
something like
same.
that, it happens, but they say it's not reported as much. Like we know, um, some teachers was reported for having relations with young men or even having babies by young men. So yeah, that's a problem too. It's happening all throughout the industry also. So like,
Yeah, let's be honest. On both sides of it, it's a lot of unreported sex going on
yeah.
between adults and younger people on both sides. I was just looking at a case. It's this streamer. He was a rapper. He was a black dude. His name was David. He
yeah.
was he got found. He killed a 15-year-old girl, and he had her. He had stole her, and he had her captive for like 3 years. And the only reason he killed her was because he had her on stream with him. And then she said something like, what if people do something about," and she basically alluded to him sleeping with her and basically having her captured. And then, after that, that's when he killed her, pretty much. So it's like, people are fucking weird. And yeah, so anybody touching somebody younger than them, that's something that needs to be reported if you see it. You can't be quiet about that sort of thing because it can be real dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Jasmine said, nah, he unalived her because she was pregnant.
Oh, he got her pregnant. So that was even more proof. Okay, so that's what happened.
yeah, it's even
And
deeper
the
than that.
baby was unalived also.
Yeah,
Wow,
It's
crazy.
definitely deeper than that because he could have just took her to get an abortion if it was just because of the baby.
Yeah,
no, I'm
that
talking
is
about this
crazy.
other shit connected to that shit that it's deeper. That shit's still unraveling, low key. Right.
Right, it's still unraveling.
Yeah, well, I pray for her
Everyone's saying
family.
that he was older. That's why he was a lot
I
older than
heard,
her.
I heard he paid off the parents and shit, like the family and shit.
Wow.
Mm,
So he was.
But that's
Wow.
just some shit on. That's just one of the things that I'm hearing.
mm. Yeah, because otherwise it should have been reported.
But a lot of these rich niggas be doing a bunch of shit, weird shit, you know, and a lot of that shit be tied to some ritual cult shit. You know what I mean? Because all of Hollywood is under some type of fucking cult. You know what I mean?
Right. And then they go and make a song about it, like Jasmine said. My audio was messing up a little bit.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what was messing up. I had put my mic on mute to see if that'd help. But damn, he made a song about it. That dude a lunatic.
Yeah, he would put it in the visuals of his videos and everything.
Like, how long was she unalive for? Like, that's crazy.
I don't know.
And that's why when we talking about these relationships, from breakups to makeups and stuff, sometimes it's best just to stay apart.
Yeah.
If it's danger involved, like, you know,
That
people
one-
doing things that's crazy. Yeah,
that
you gotta
one-
leave it alone.
That when she was like really underage. I think he started talking to her when she was like 11 or some shit, or 12.
Weird.
Was really fucking young. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
so she was unalive for a year already. Man. So yeah, so he got away with it for a year. That's crazy.
And I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Oh yeah, it was the motherfuckers online. They was sending shit to cops and shit, screenshotting shit, and
Yeah, because luckily somebody did. Luckily somebody paid attention enough to, because I would have never known. I don't know who this person is before or after. So
I haven't heard of them since till this shit happened. To be honest.
You see that? Missing at 13, unalived at 14, after birth of child, found at 15, and the kid was found behind the house in a bush.
Mm-mm-mm.
And I heard something about another body
That's
being found
ridiculous.
in the same lot, the same day, in a different car.
so he was a serial killer.
Well, I don't know if they connect.
We don't know for sure if it's tied, but it most likely would be.
Suspicious and shit. You know what I mean?
All serial killers have their dumping grounds. He on that Dexter shit, weird ass nigga.
I like Dexter. I like that TV show.
Yeah, when it's a TV show, it's cool, but when it's real life, see, that's the thing about the YT people. They be glorifying serial killers, like, you know what I mean?
You know,
like,
they always
that's
been
weird.
glorified serial killers before YouTube was established, though. Anyway, you know,
He ain't talking about YouTube. Wait, he said
that was
YT or YP?
I was spelling because I didn't want to say it. So YT, you know what that stands for. White.
We know it stands for YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, it stands for YouTube. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's say it stands for that. Yeah. So yeah, those type of people be, man, like right now, a person that died, the person who passed away was pure racist. It's like a piece of junk, a weirdo. You know what I mean? Like I seen 10 seconds of his video one time and I got off of it. I was like, who is this ugly Stewie Griffin looking person being racist about black people for? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It was disgusting to me. But and they expect me to want to uphold that? Heck no. No, I don't uphold that.
And would y'all do Squid Games? And would you kill, unalive someone you came in with to win?
No, I wouldn't do Squid Game.
They wouldn't capture me to be in that. I'm too much of a G. They had to kill me before y'all got into the cities to be a part of them games. I'll be dead long before that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't play with them.
You couldn't pay me enough, especially since the prize ain't guaranteed anyway.
Yeah, it'll be the.
We got other options. Like them niggas had no choice. Like we got
they,
like
Yeah, they would have to gather us into a camp, you know, like that. They wouldn't be able to do that unless they're them aliens that just got super technology. At that point, you know, we can't do much with alien technology, but with American technology, yeah, you ain't just gonna come and put me in no camp. No.
I feel like if they did, it, America's a part of the shit.
Right, that'll be weird.
Just one of
But
their programs.
The only
But-
way it would happen if it's involuntary. As far as me signing up just because there's a chance you could win the money, absolutely not. Of course not.
yeah, like signing up just for money and you got 90% chance of dying. Not worth it.
I don't even play the lotto because I'm scared I might not win. So ain't no way I'm gonna go.
Shit, I'm the same way. $10 on a lotto ticket? No way.
I would have
Too
to
much
have
of a
I
gamble.
would have to have a leave whenever I want to and take whatever money I got at that moment type of clause in the fucking contract. You know,
Mm.
you know, I'm leaving with some, but other than that, yeah, you know, it's not worth it.
Yeah, if you go to that, like you said, I would have to leave with a spaceship, nigga. Some would have to get taken back. Like I would have to have one of them laser guns, nigga. Some nigga, I got to get something out of that deal. And my life is definitely not gonna be risked. Like I'm not risking my life for that. No. For a loaf of bread, no.
At the end of the day, it's just for rich ass motherfuckers to watch y'all die in games. Fuck them niggas. Like you know what I mean? I want to take them niggas out. To be honest,
Like that's what I'm saying.
Niggas.
Unless their technology is just so far high tech.
If you have to survive a horror house like you trapped in Jeffrey Dean, you know, if you know, who are you bringing to help you survive?
Who the fuck is Jeffrey D?
Yeah,
Jeffrey Dahmer.
yeah.
I don't give a fuck about
The
no
man
human.
eater.
I don't give a fuck about he's a human that did sick shit. You know what I mean? The nigga ain't gonna, as long as this nigga don't try to catch me flipping like on the fly, like come from behind the nigga or some shit. Straight up, nigga ain't fucking. I ain't fucking.
Nigga, I might bring ice with me.
Like,
Nigga.
when you say who would we bring? Could we bring anybody? You know what I'm saying? Do it have to be a real person?
Nigga, I'll bring Rambo, nigga.
Man, I'm bringing God with me. Keep playing.
I'll bring.
I'm bringing Michael B. Jordan.
You say you bringing Michael B. Jordan in which movie that he played in?
From Creed.
Goku, nigga.
Shit,
Oh, we can bring anyone. Anyone?
Bro,
I think the dude from God of War. That dude, what's his name? Kratos? What's his name? Kratos?
Yeah, Kratos.
I'm gonna bring him. Oh, you gonna bring Dexter with you? Oh, I fucks with that. I ain't think about bringing Dexter.
That y'all getting killed. Dexter ain't gonna do nothing for you. He gonna kill you with Jeffrey Dahmer, nigga. They gonna be eating y'all together.
But who the fuck is with Jeffrey Dahmer?
He's by himself.
That nigga ain't shit. You don't need all that for him. Like I said, nigga, you could use a regular human for that nigga. Just don't, you know, he's a fucking human being. He was just catching niggas slipping and shit. You know what I mean?
But at the same time, you're trapped in this horror house.
Yeah, he was catching people drugged and sex.
You gotta bring a nigga. Yeah, nigga, I'm bringing somebody that he ain't. Nigga, Goku, nigga, fuck it.
Oh, you said Goku? Oh, we could bring anime characters?
Nigga, I'm bringing Michael B. Jordan when he played in Creed, nigga.
You said in Creed. In Creed, nigga, you bringing the boxer, nigga, when you could bring Killmonger, nigga. You bringing the boxer when you could bring Killmonger.
Hey, what about the character he played in Sinners?
You gonna he said Apollo Creed. He bringing Apollo Creed dad and shit, son and shit.
And then what about the
No, I'm gonna bring Bruce Lee. Look, some people be like, no, I'm gonna bring Bruce Lee.
You don't want to
nigga. Hey nigga, imagine if the nigga from To Catch a Predator went to Jeffrey Dahmer house, nigga. That shit would be funny as a motherfucker.
Halloween is coming up. If you was to be in a horror movie, what movie like Chucky, Scream, The Exorcist, Silent Hill? Like what movie would you be in?
I'll be in Scream because there's some regular human niggas. All you gotta figure out is which goofy motherfucker is doing the shit. Them other niggas is supernatural, so you ain't really fucking with them.
You're not fucking with Chucky.
So, yeah,
Like
you ain't fucking with them.
Silent
supernatural niggas.
Hill. Silent Hill is filled with zombies. Abominations.
I would
I'll
probably
call
do
them.
The Exorcist because all you got to do is
Not go to the
exercise
house.
their ass out of it.
But shit, you gonna break your neck while getting exercise. That motherfucker spent the whole neck around.
Yeah, nigga, I'm
And
going
that's
to
why I'm
Scream
not
where
going
they
to
got
put my
regular
ability to
ass
do it. I'm
humans.
just going to be a bystander.
Yeah, because like nigga, shit.
Y'all trying to fuck with them ghosts and
Look, I ain't trying to be in neither one of these. Look, put me in Hocus Pocus. Like I don't want to be in none of these scary movies.
they be
I'll
talking
probably
about
be
the
in Jason.
exorcist, nigga. You can't exercise that shit because they keep on coming out with sequels, nigga. They
Hey,
still
bro.
keep on coming out with sequels and shit.
Hey,
They
bro,
still
the
got
best
some
movie. This
motherfuckers
nigga's
coming out.
stupid. This
They
nigga's
keep
stupid.
coming back.
Yeah, this nigga
You
still
got,
can't kill that ghost.
yeah, I'll be in Jason because he don't run. You know what I mean? So
Like Annabelle still running the fucking streets, nigga.
yeah, Annabelle is a mess, nigga. Yeah, you
Still
can't
out
get away
there
from that.
tearing shit the fuck up.
Nothing
Look,
that comes from that universe.
the dolls
Nigga,
are
I'm going to
taking
the
over,
Scream
man. I'm
universe.
telling you, the dolls are taking over.
But the Scream is crazy because all of them niggas is like start doing the same shit like them crazy motherfuckers do. So it's just a never ending cycle with that Scream shit. But yeah, I'll do the Scream shit compared to all of that shit.
Which
Mm.
Scream? Like I would do like the Wayne brothers, you know, like the Marlon Wayans. Them, I do that
You talking
scary
about scary
movie.
movie?
Nah, nigga, you can't
I
pick
would do
one.
That's
a
that
funny
ain't
scary
real horror.
You
movie.
That's
can't pick that
comedy.
one, nigga. You can't
I
pick
would
that
do
one.
a funny scary movie because that's more my character. I can't be in those super scary movies because the black people always the first one to die
Nigga,
and
you
stuff.
gotta be
I'm
in the
not
ring,
doing
man.
that.
They said you gotta be in the ring.
The
Damn.
Ring.
Yeah.
No, I would pass on that one too. I'm not playing with none of that.
Yeah, fuck all of that. I ain't been in no Stephen King movie.
This nigga said
None of that.
Halloween. Like I am not being in Halloween.
It
Yeah.
counts as scary. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
if that's the case, I'll be in Medea's boo.
That
Oh yeah,
hell no.
that's
You can't
good.
be in Medea. Hell no.
I
That's
mean,
unqualified.
Nigga, I'll be in
we
Scooby
want
Doo.
to be in some scary movies where we get at least 3 or 4 black ones survive, right?
Hey sis, I'll be in Scooby Doo. That's a scary movie show, nigga.
Nigga,
Scooby Doo.
I'll survive Scream. I'll just stay away from all them white people.
What about Escape Room?
I haven't seen that shit, but I'll
Nah, you ain't surviving that shit. Nobody, the barely, just 2 characters survived that shit, and then they got put into one where they ended up getting killed. Where one of them got
that's
killed.
just like Saw then. Hell no. That's
And the
low-key like
nigga,
Saw.
yeah, nigga, imagine being in a fucking cube that got traps all up in that motherfucker.
You know, I'll
Like
pass.
one room got a hurricane in it, another room got lava in it, and you got to find the one way to escape that fucking lava pit. Like nigga,
like
yeah, I'm dead.
I'll go to Scream. That's the easiest one to pick up in the motherfucker.
Nigga, hey, 90%, 99% of the human population would be dead dealing with me if I had to save the world in like a apocalypse. Remember that one movie with Bruce Willis, fucking where they had the Armageddon?
Yeah.
Nigga, that world would have been destroyed fucking with me, nigga. That asteroid would have never got exploded.
Hey, nigga, you just would have left. Nigga,
Nigga, I would have
you would have left
the
the
asteroid.
How y'all feel about the
black?
Blacken? Look, we got some more questions. How y'all feel about the Blacken and Hellraiser?
The Blacken is. I haven't seen the Blacken. Hellraiser, I ain't fucking going to the Hellraiser. I ain't fucking with a nigga with nails in their head.
The Hellraiser is a cheat code. That nigga is not even in this dimension.
And that's just one nigga. There's a bunch of niggas up in there that, you know, that are demons too.
Yeah, that nigga, he's underneath. He's a fucking damn near Lucifer. That nigga damn near that powerful. He can't really do nothing to that type of evil.
Yeah.
You know? That evil is undefeatable.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
That's probably Pinhead, right?
Yeah, that's the Pinhead nigga.
Yeah, that Pinhead, man, that motherfucker creepy.
Yeah, I think I had some of those collectible dolls, but Yeah.
Yeah, I actually didn't watch it yet either, but I'm
Is
planning to very
the
soon.
Blackened like a comedy?
I liked the black and it was funny to me. It was good
I'm gonna
for
look
what
at
I
this shit.
remember.
Then they got
Nigga,
Hold on, that's the one with Mike Epps in it.
oh
oh the
no, that's
Blair,
Meet the Blacks.
hey the Blair Witch. I'll go to the Blair Witch.
Oh
Nigga,
no, I
you'll be
ain't doing
dead.
that.
You'll be dead dealing with that motherfucker in that forest, nigga.
So I won't go
Look,
all the way
if
to the
we was
forest.
dealing
I'm
with
doing that
Freddie, I
shit to
think
the
we'll
forest.
all be out. If
Nigga,
we
Hey,
were
bro.
dealing with Freddie, we will
look,
all be out.
I'm gonna make sure I can still see the street, nigga.
Hey, bro.
I'm not gonna
That
go that deep in that
motherfucker,
forest.
bro. You know the Blair Witch is near your city, in a forest near your city. That's what it was doing
Oh,
all that
all that stuff
witchcraft,
be happening over there where y'all at now.
all that
It
witchcraft,
start
and
over there and then it trickled down to the West Coast.
what they call it, white magic. All that shit they do over there. Yeah, that's in them woods in the forest
Everywhere.
over there. That's in them woods, nigga.
He trying to get y'all scared.
Yeah,
Don't be
he got to be
scared.
scared.
Y'all got Hollywood right there, where they do a
The
bunch of
witch is
weird shit
real.
y'all damn self.
Hey, witches are very real. Like people don't believe in demons and all that shit, but that is real. That shit real. They are real. You know what I mean? All of that shit is
They
real.
real. Some of us just don't like talking about them all the time.
Yeah, and a lot of these characters that they put in these movies and horror films is representation of these real beings. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
people get possessed by them and overdo it. But like, yeah, Mm. when you dealing with a person that's just pure crazy for no reason, and they, you know, yeah, that's when you know you're dealing with demons. So, hold on, what this motherfucker talking about? Oh, he just
Huh?
rambling. Motherfuckers be rambling. But yeah.
But there's a Goatman Bridge where a man with a goat head. Oh.
That's Satan. No, that's Hercules' trainer.
Oh yeah, and
You
what
said that's
about,
Hercules' trainer.
but don't he resemble Baphomet, Hercules trainer?
He is Baphomet.
You
That
know,
is Baphomet.
like I was looking at that nigga. He seemed like that kind of guy.
Yeah, and you know, he represent Capricorn. So that's why Capricorns are like got that sexual energy and all of that shit. Like if you ever dealt with a Capricorn, yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They got they got dark energy and all that shit. Yeah. Very true for Capricorn. For me, my experiences with Capricorns.
Well, you know, men and women are different even if they're the same sign.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because
Right.
I only dealt with women Capricorn. Oh yeah, and yeah, Sagittarius is like that too. Like, mm. But yeah, Baphomet and all that shit.
Ain't no
That
sign better
goat.
than a Cancer, but y'all can go ahead and continue. What you said
Mm,
about what?
I was just talking about the Baphomet and shit. But nah, Cancers they too sensitive.
No,
Um,
they're not too sensitive. Like we just go with the waves and stuff like that, and people don't understand us because sometimes we're direct. You
yeah,
know,
they
we're
direct.
the reflection of you guys. Like we will show you who you are, and you must believe
Hey,
that. No, I'm just playing. But yeah,
hey,
like what?
they aggressive. They aggressive with their sensitivity. Yes.
Yeah, we was just talking shit about y'all because y'all Aquariuses and y'all think y'all know everything and stuff like that. So yeah, we was talking. We was on y'all ass last
We
week.
we don't think we know everything. That's just how it's perceived.
Yeah, we know
Oh,
a lot though. Most Aquariuses are intelligent. That's just a common trait that relates to a lot of Aquariuses. We
OMG.
creative,
They
artistic.
said Virgo men are trash. OMG.
Oh, man, I ain't gonna. Yeah, Virgo. They are inner. They talkers. They conversationalists. Yeah, yeah. Most demons possess humans. You know, and when the demon that possessed the human you got to say the name of the demon to exorcise it out of the human. So if you exorcising the demon and you say that his name is this, that's the name of the demon. You know, if I see that somebody is possessed by a goat person, and I say, man, God, get rid of this Baphomet ass goat, that means I'm exercising Baphomet.
Yeah.
So Baphomet is a demon, and that demon can possess humans,
Yeah.
but you got to be a demon to do it.
That's how they're able to access us.
Oh, what she said? She said, I met a security guard. He wanted me to check out his music. I'm like, nah, you're a Virgo, and he wanna say my sign is bad. Oh, okay. And sometimes you gotta let people always want their music heard. Shit.
I will say that it is a few signs that are just very, very aggressive. You know, the God of War,
Them
Aries.
Geminis, they aggressive sometimes.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, Aries is aggressive, but I like Aries because they entertain us. Like people that be Geminis, all of that, you know. But let me ask you this: do you really believe in the astrology? Do you believe that they predict people real traits?
They got subtraits and all of that. You know what I mean? Every Virgo is not gonna be the same. You know what I mean? It's based upon, you know what I mean, where you was born and shit. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
so you could have, you know what I mean, you could have aspects of different signs and shit too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And quality, we got qualities of all of the signs in general. You know what I mean?
I would
Mhm.
never write somebody off based on their sign. That's just not
Right.
Yeah, not completely.
logical. Yeah.
Right, because they say most serial killers are cancers and stuff like that, and I don't believe that. You feel me?
Hold on, I don't know if I see that Aries are nice. Aries are not nice people. Aries are aggressive. They gods of war. Now, cancers cancers are aggressively sensitive. So if you get on the bad side, you got to work a bad enemy. You know what I mean? You got somebody that's gonna be an enemy, like you know what I mean.
So you saying
I
there
wouldn't
can't
say
be a
an
nice
enemy.
Aries?
Mhm.
So you saying there can't be a nice Aries?
I'm saying, yeah, they are nice Aries, but they usually flare up real quick. Those people
They
flare up.
fiery. They got
Yeah,
a
they go.
fiery spark in them.
Yeah, yeah,
It
and
ain't
they
nothing
blow
bad
up.
about that. It ain't nothing bad about that. That's like all of this. Some of the shit that people be perceiving as like weaknesses is you know what I mean, strengths, and I think some of the shit they perceive as strengths is weaknesses. You know what I
I mean,
mean?
it's just about how it affect with that particular person. Because me, I don't like certain traits. Like I don't like certain things. But you might like that. So this trait for that person, you might like Aries more than I like Aries. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you might be on that point.
Yeah.
Mm, yeah, like yeah, because yeah, it's a male sign, a male Taurus. I can't stand male Tauruses. They're annoying. They all do the same shit.
What's that?
One thing I can say, tourists are very driven people. Like they not just gonna do something; they got to be the best at everything they do. It don't matter what it is. If they're gonna be, even if they're gonna be a piece of shit, they're gonna be the shittiest piece of shit there could possibly be. They ain't going. They don't have ass nothing.
But we got to think about it. Okay, what is a Taurus? A Taurus is a cow. A Taurus is a cow. So a male cow is a bull or a steer. You know,
Exactly.
so
So they
if
gonna go
if he
full
got
force.
horns, if he got horns, if he the type of nigga that got horns, he gonna be like you said, but he's still gonna move slow as hell until he see red. You know what I mean? If he a steer, He just gonna move slow and eat grass. You know what I mean? And grass could be consumed. That could be, you can think that is money because they are money oriented people.
Exactly. That's one thing. Well, if they gonna they ain't just gonna have a job. They gotta be the boss.
Who's that?
A tourist, they gotta have money. They may not be the boss of the job. They gonna have money though, because the
They
thing
just,
about a tourist is when you put something red in front of them, because they bulls.
they
You put
just
something
stubborn.
red in front of them,
They just,
they gonna lose everything. They lose their mind.
that's one defining trait I think seeing towards is stubborn. But as far as males, I don't really notice male like signs. Like niggas that I know that I don't know they motherfucking signs. Like you know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah. I could tell nigga signs, bro, because they just got certain traits. Like a tourist, like you said, stubborn, slow to change their mind, slow to make a move. Like, it's that's as Taurus. You know what I mean? I don't like male Taurus. Male Taurus and Aquariuses don't get along because we like to be free. We don't like constraints. And Taurus, they basically slow moving and they like to be control of their area. That they in. They bulls. You know what I mean? They territorial for that little
Well, I
piece of
know
land that they
everybody like
in.
a cancer. Everybody like a cancer. Everybody like a cancer. You know what I'm saying? But like, we not touched on a whole bunch of stuff: sacrifices, heartbreak, lust of love, makeups and breakups, letting go and letting God, yo.
Yeah, yeah. People gotta let go of racism, bigotry, and sexism. They gotta let go of that because 90% of it don't matter. Why do you care about who they having sex with, what their race is, how they identify themselves? Why do you give a fuck about it? Is it worth caring about?
I feel like
Fuck your ethnicity.
people tend to care about shit that ain't got shit to do with them all the time. And they try to, you know what I mean? So that's what I be seeing. Like people,
Yeah.
like you know what I mean? It's entertaining. Like life is entertainment to people. You feel me?
That's why people miss their destination because they stuck looking at the pothole on the way to on the way to it. It's like nigga, get over, nigga, just ride over that bitch, nigga. It's just a little pothole. Nigga get stuck on the pothole. You know, people. I
And
also
thank
feel
y'all
like
for
people need
y'all
faith.
comments.
Hmm?
Oh, I'm thanking everyone for their comments.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for being proactive. Looking there. But,
Yeah.
hey, the world is beautiful, is good. People just got to be happy to live. Take advantage of being alive.
Hmm. Sometimes people got to be just like you said, how people got to get over racism and all that. We really got to get over everything that just separates us. It could be, you know, simple as anything. Of course, race and that religion and stuff, tears us apart. But so do the politics. It's all just designed for us to be at each other's throats. So sometimes if you're too into whatever you're into to where you're pushing it on people and hating people if they don't agree with you and stuff like that, then you're just as bad as a racist.
hmm Yeah,
Mhm.
because at the end of the day, it needs to be unified. And like they say, they both on the same team. And Democrats and Republicans, they want the same thing. They just play the American people like they not doing on the same team.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree.
They it's an illusion of choice that they presenting to people.
Exactly.
But hey, it is what it is. What can we do?
Just make sure you on your got your footing how it's supposed to be. You can't make anybody do anything or stop them from doing whatever they want to do. As
Yep,
long as
that's
whatever you got going on don't interfere with me and mine, then
yeah. See, that's it. That's it. That is true. Me and mine. It's like as long as it ain't hurting or harming the common people, then you gotta let it go. Let me ask you this question: do you think that um, since the American people are so much, do you think that if the American people ever got together and said, "Hey, we want this to happen," do you think the government will listen?
No, they won't let it get to that point.
exactly.
They
Because
made to do all this division shit in between.
exactly. All it's going to take is for them to say it's because Trump wants y'all to believe this, and then everybody who don't like Trump ain't going to do it, even if that ain't the case.
And then they just got to make something happen. You know what I mean? It don't got to be real. It could be real. It don't got to be real. Nigga, you just got
Exactly.
to inflare it
It
and
could
pay
be some
for attention
psyops
to
that
this
just
shit. Yeah.
deter everybody from doing it.
You see, that's why I don't like non-neutral reporting because, like you said, when he do something good, they not gonna report that. But when he do something bad, it's getting reported in the liberal media and on the Republican media, conservative media. When he do something good, it's overblown, and when he do something bad, you don't never hear about it. So it's like the media need to be fair and be neutral, but they're not being neutral.
Of
Because
course
they
not,
can't.
because
Because
they're bought and paid.
they owned by the same motherfuckers. They all owned by 90% of the same motherfuckers. The media is owned by the same motherfuckers. The same
And
group.
so again, we talking about the illusion of choice. You think you watching CNN and you're not paying the nigga that own Fox, but you is.
But
Exactly. It's the same shit. Just like half of these companies, when you be like, oh, I'm not going to buy this brand because,
yeah,
I don't believe in their policies. And then you buy, or you be like, it's too expensive. I'm going to buy the lesser brand so that they know that I don't want the, expensive stuff. So maybe that'll make them just bring their price down. Meanwhile, the company own both of them.
they just
Right.
broadcasting you the spell, their
Those
spell.
little shell courts.
You know what I mean? They just broadcasting their spell to you on a major scale with their media. You know what I mean?
Yeah. One thing I like about us black people that's in America is when we make a boycott or we want to stop some sort of action, we get it done. Like black people, they said we spend $12 million a day at Target, and Target made a bunch of promises to us during after COVID that they never fulfilled. So this year they had called for a boycott. So a lot of people stopped shopping at Target, and they lost a lot of money, and they had to change leadership. So it made something happen when we made that boycott. So that's one thing I like about black people. When we are weaponized properly, we can get something done.
Yeah, and I feel like sometimes that's just basic shit. It's like don't spend money where you're not respected. You know what I mean? And how much
Mhm.
business would they really lose? You know what I mean? That's low key basic shit. Niggas used to be on just by natural code. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what Martin Luther King put us on.
But niggas ain't on that no more. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and another thing I would say is
Off code.
I don't think my life is worth more than anyone's life. I don't think any one person life on this planet is worth more than any others, unless I think a kid's life is worth more than a grown-up's life. I do think that. I'd rather save a kid than a adult. I'll save the kid before I save the adult. But yeah, so I don't want to see anybody getting killed or anything. I don't promote no type of violence, in my
No
speech.
preservation, no.
But when you speak a certain way, when you got violent speech and some violent happened to you, that's a cause, that's karma from your own speech. That's feedback from your own words, because you're not speaking in a void. People hearing what you're saying. You know, it's an audience out there. It's going somewhere. You know, people receiving that message. So it's like, you know, if you disrespecting my life and making I feel like you doing something to me, and my mind isn't even stable. I'm already a person that's mentally challenged in, you know, some ways. Of course, you can of course they're gonna do something crazy to somebody. They're gonna blow up eventually. That's what, you know, and the people who out here on these platforms promoting violence, they know exactly what they're doing. So, you know, one thing I think should happen is when people do that type of speak, I think they should get arrested. Like, I honestly feel like that. I don't feel like speech should be censored, but I feel like when
No,
I
that's
feel like it
That's
exactly
should be
what I'm
censorship.
censored.
saying. If you can't say what you want to say, if you would if I can only say the things that you agree with or go to jail, that is censorship. That's
No, I
exactly what it
mean,
I'm
is.
talking about with that Trump and Kimmel situation. People was mad about.
no,
You
I'm
know what I
talking
mean?
about, okay, if I threaten your life, if I'm making a threat on your life, you know,
Okay, but is he?
that's jail.
Yeah, but it's a difference in somebody making a threat on your life and somebody just making it clear that they don't like you or nothing about you.
Yeah, those are two different things. Like like, okay, like when they used to talk about Obama and Biden, you know, remember Saturday Night Live? They used to kill them. Like they used to be roasting them. Like, you know, they never said anything. I never heard a president say nothing about a joke that was said about him by a comedian. You know, but this president, you can't make two words about him.
Exactly, and he's the same one who sat there and was, when it was his turn, when it was his turn to say whatever he wanted to say, freedom of speech. But then when somebody say something about you, all of a sudden we don't care about freedom of speech no
That
more.
tells you why y'all still trusting politicians.
Exactly,
All of these
Right.
motherfuckers is the same.
they're all the same.
And let's be honest. Let's
Y'all see
really
the
be honest.
question?
Yeah, let's be honest. Charlie Kirk,
Listen,
he never created one policy that helped anybody. He never did one piece of legislation that went to the government that passed into policy or law. He never did anything in the government sector. So for him to be honored and compared to MLK is a travesty. That's disgusting. He would never be MLK at all. Would never be. And
but
he would never be Malcolm X.
you
Because they message just was two different messages. One preached self-preservation and the other preached racism and hatred. Like that's pretty much
But
bigotry.
that
That's all he was
for
teaching.
white people, I'm sorry, but for his people, that is self-preservation because if you feel like that your race is being wiped out, then of course you're going to act as if you're being attacked all the time, or you're going to try to get them before they get you.
Is that how they really feel? That their race is being wiped out?
that's how they're making
These
it.
are
That's how
people,
they're pushing it to their followers. To
yeah, these
justify the
people,
bullshit that they justify. Think about how they justify genocide in all these different times. You know what I mean? And social cleansing and shit. It's the
yeah.
same type of shit. These the same type of motherfuckers. It's
That's
just
why
a
I keep
different.
saying let go and let God. I always say let go and let God because the things that's out of my control that I don't have no control over is not for me to fix. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
these people, one thing I would say about these people, they don't feel they want violence because they feel like they're superior to people. So that's why they're calling for violence. And that's why they're doing this. All of their reactions is like
Hey,
the
look,
racism that they talk, they know what they're doing.
you heard that
They don't
little
care.
you heard that little Hitler speech shit that they was hailing and shit, talking about our enemies don't feel shit. You ain't nothing. You ain't got no family. You ain't nothing. You're nothing. Well, they were saying some shit like that. It just sounded like hell Hitler to me. You know,
Yeah,
you know
it's
what
a
I
bunch of white people marching talking about you will not replace us. Who like people think about when they say you will not replace us, we know who they're talking about.
there will be more mixed race than just a black person or white or Asian. Well, yeah, like everything gonna be like that's what I understand. Everything probably gonna be a whole fucking jambalaya pot. So everybody just need to jump in the pot, mix around,
mean?
and
Shit
fucking move around.
is
What they
already a
say, move
jambalaya.
around. Look, I don't have enough tree for this.
People already it's already in the jambalaya pot. You know what I mean? and people feel the way they feel. People need to go take themselves and be around, whatever they are and build it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like that's one thing they could
Whatever
do.
you do, just
Also,
build it. You
let's
know what
just
I
be
mean?
honest. Let's make this point. Let's make this point clear. Being if you're racist, you got a mental problem. That's like a mental illness. Like your brain is twisted if you think that you're made superior than any other human. No, you're made not equal, but you're definitely not superior. Not those type of people. Now, if you was a 6'8" person talking about, yeah, I'm superior than this person, I can dunk and beat them up and do, that's different. You're physically more capable. But a lot of these people that think they superior to a black person are the fat, sloppy nerd or the weird white dude that just ain't got nothing on any nigga. Like, you know what I mean? They just really don't have that superior air to them.
Really don't got
It's
nothing
funny
to
to
them
me.
other than that little betterance they think they got over somebody. You know what I mean?
It's really
Okay,
a
what's your
twisted
final
mind game.
thoughts? Moving into final thoughts.
My final thought would be, God bless America. No, I'm playing. My final thoughts is, I think people need to love more. If you go out there and be around different people, you'll figure out that the little stereotype that you thought existed really isn't true, and everybody is really an individual. I don't know all of these people to say that I don't like all white people. I met a
Exactly.
couple I don't like, you know, but yeah. So it's like it's not one size fit all with this type of thing. So that's my final thoughts.
Yeah, and I can agree with that. You know what I mean? There's dualities. Everybody got dualities within them. You know what I mean? Got different aspects of them. You know what I mean? To just generalize, you know what I mean? One thing or a group of people or anything, you know what I mean? Ain't doing it justice. You know what I mean? Ain't doing justice to the motherfuckers who don't fit that demographic at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
that's why people get left behind. They get forgotten.
yeah.
Yeah.
And some people that's all laying up in the camera trying to put themselves up there. Like some people are like, okay, fuck it. You know, some people ain't out there just putting their shit. Everybody ain't represented out there on the internet with examples and and opinions. All of the possibilities ain't represented. You
Man,
know
when
Right.
you said that, you know who I thought of? I thought
what?
of Babyface because I seen a video where they was talking about all the songs he wrote. They said he'll be one of the greatest artists if he sung all the songs he wrote. This nigga got hits. That nigga got a crazy catalog.
Yeah,
When
did I tell
you
you
talk
what that
about what
nigga?
he sang,
Did I tell you what that nigga? That one of them songs R. Kelly wrote.
well, which one?
Unfortunate, but
Oh, by Maxwell.
yeah, I don't know if
That's
I told you,
hard.
but yeah, I didn't know that
Been
until
on her for
recently.
2 hours.
Right. That's why I was like, sis, you got any final thoughts?
Just God bless everybody, and thank you guys for watching us, for tuning in, giving us all the good questions. Keep it up. Make sure you check us all out on our socials, and have a good night. That's it. Thanks for having me, Celeste.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank you guys for
Celeste.
coming. That's all I have to say. My final thoughts are let go and let God live, love, laugh, enjoy your life, be happy. And thanks for tuning in. Make sure you check everybody out. Check out the new Nina Rice on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and also YouTube. Make sure you check out Yosai and Miso Music. Everybody is doing their thing, putting in work. It's Say Nana. Make sure y'all check out her platform also. I'm trying to give everybody they shout outs that support me and that be tuning in and rocking with me. You feel me? And I appreciate everyone for the comments and questions. Until next time, see you guys soon.